Hello my venture friends, and welcome back to Venture Care at Home. We have a new package coming out to you this week, and it is well, there's so many holidays that come up right in February as you round up on February, and it's hard to choose one single theme. But for this one, in celebration of Martin Luther King and all he's done for our country, we have a peace themed package. And so 2 out of 3 of the crafts that are coming home this week will have to do with Martin Luther King Day and being kind to one another and loving each other. So in honor of that, this craft is our mixed media collage. So we're going to be using a few different things, and I'll give you some tips on how you can add to it in your own fun, creative ways. So to start with, when you unpack this bag, you're going to see a few things. You'll have these really fun cutouts here of the earth that say, "I have a dream." And if you'll notice Martin Luther King in the corner here, and the tattoo on the person's arm that says, "Be kind." I'm trying to share the message of that we all hold the world in our hands by being kind and helping one another. What you'll also see in your packages are these watercolor sheets that have the starburst on them. And I sent home some more watercolors. They don't necessarily look like this, but everybody got a couple new watercolor palettes in this package. What you'll need from your own supplies is your glitter Mod Podge or any glue. Glue stick is fine too. I'm going to use this, but you could use just a glue stick if you'd like. A cup with some water, paper towel for the painting. And I'm not going to use it on here, but I'll talk to you at the end about how you can add on to your collage with more items. So to start with, I'm going to put our image off to the side here and our Mod Podge. And we're going to start with our painting. So remember, when you're working with watercolors, you have to get the paints wet first. And we wash our brush off in between so that we don't mix our colors. So I'm just going to make sure I get some water. Onto my palette. I have not come up with a color scheme quite yet for mine, so I'm just going to get them all wet just in case, except for maybe the blue, but only because my blue comes out kind of gray. So this part of the painting is completely your artistic choice. You're going to use whatever colors you like. Because our image that's going on top has a lot of dark colors, I would recommend trying to use 2 or 3 warm colors like your pinks and purples and blues. But get as creative as you'd like. Mix colors, blend colors. I'm going to start with my yellow. And I've already added these lines, the starburst, onto your page, so with Sharpie, so they should stay even if you go over it. Pink. Oh, remember, there's a large portion of the center that's not going to be seen because you're going to have the earth image over the top of it, so don't worry about it if you make any mistakes or you don't like the way it's coming out there, because that will be covered up. I was trying to do it a certain way and I messed up myself, but that's okay. It will still look nice in the end. I'm going to have a plan. Coming out. I'm going to go in with my orange. Sure we dry our brush off. This one's a little too wet. Just means it'll take a little longer to dry. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm going with some black. Okay, so there I finished my watercolor painting, and we are going to now set this aside to dry, and when we come back we will start our collaging. Okay, so our watercolor painting is dry. It didn't take too long, just about 10-15 minutes. The more wet your brush is, the longer it'll take to dry. And we're going to go ahead and start collaging. So I'm going to add this to the top. I'm gonna put it the long way. That's just the way it fits best. So I'm gonna use, you could use either. So if you remember a couple care packages ago, I sent home some glitter Mod Podge. That could be great for this if you'd like it, or you could just use your glue stick. So I'm gonna start with my glue stick. And I'm going to very generously add glue to the back of my picture. And then you place it. I'm going to place it right down almost completely at the bottom. And you want to kind of spread from the center out. Applying pressure. I'm not completely worried about every corner because I'm going to go over it with Mod Podge. If you're not going to go over it with Mod Podge, you want to make sure you have enough glue that it's mainly sticking down. So you see we now have this really cool So once you have this glued down, you can go ahead and you can either go look through a newspaper and find those words or sayings or headlines that we were talking about. But in addition to that, I also have decided, I just threw this in there. This is just a one sheet that has a lot of different words on it. Some of them work well for this craft. So I kind of last minute decided to throw it in. You can look through and you can pick out words that you think would be good on your collage, like courageous. I think Martin Luther King was very courageous. Peaceful. Kind. And you could add as few or as many as you'd like. I'm just going to add a few. Let's see, maybe I'll pick one more here. There's so many good ones. Powerful, free, amazing, intelligent, awesome, loving, gracious, enthusiastic. But I want to pick for myself, I want to pick honest. Okay, so again, you could go and pick as many words as you'd like, or you can go ahead and look through some magazines or newspapers. I'm gonna just pick where I want my words to go. So there's courageous, peaceful, honest, kind. Oh, this is gonna bug the heck out of me. I'm gonna pick one more because I want it to look a certain way myself. Let's see. Let's find a good word. How about helpful? Being helpful is one way we can be kind to one another. Okay, so again, you can use your glue stick for this. If you're going to put down the Mod Podge right afterwards, you don't have to worry about all the edges. If you're going to leave it at this, then you want to make sure you get a good base of glue on there. I am going to Mod Podge after this because I like me some glitter. I'd say these are all words also that I aspire to in my everyday life. Oh, look, I left it. Doesn't need to be that long. You know, I always want to be kind and helpful. Those things mean a lot to me. Honesty is important in everything we do. I'm trying to be more courageous. Do things that sometimes take a little more courage. Oops. Go ahead and you need to push down, get some pressure. I'm not worrying about the edges because I'm going to put the Mod Podge on top. Okay, so now here we go with the Mod Podge. I'm going to give it a layer over my entire paper, but that is what you do is your choice. Remember, it does dry clear, so don't worry about it if it looks like it's starting to cover the words up. And the thicker you put it on, the longer it will take to dry, of course. But because this was the Mod Podge that I added the glitter into, it's going to give our final product a little bit of that sparkle that I enjoy on my crafts. So if you notice as this is drying, if you start to notice that the edges are curling up, like you can see this, that's just from the watercolor paint. You could always throw a nice big heavy book on top of it for a day and it'll flatten it out pretty good. You know, whatever, that's your preference. I'm not going to put glitter over the earth because I want it to look like the earth. I'm just going to get the edges so that it helps it to stick down a little bit more. lifting up my edges a little bit that needed a little bit more glue. The Mod Podge will help those stay down. Done here. So again, I'm gonna let this dry and I'll take a final photo for you guys to post it at the end of the video here and the beginning. And I hope you guys have a lot of fun with this one. I think this was just a really fun, creative craft that you could just kind of get into. There's a lot of possibilities for extension activities here. And I can't wait to see what this looks like when it dries. All right, so here is don't forget to take pictures. I'm really excited to see what your finished products look like. You guys always impress me with your creativity. I hope you enjoy. Take care.